Hey guys, welcome back to Max Attack Motorsports. As you guys know, over the past couple weeks, I've been kind of debating on what I'm going to do for my wheel tires and suspension for the FC. We do know we're going to be running HST coilovers as well as Cosmis rims. Happy to announce that our rims have come in. So there they are, as well as the tires are going to be running with them. So let's take a quick look at the tires, and then we'll be opening up one of the boxes of these wheels so you guys can take a quick look at them. Alright guys, so if you guys can take a look at this with me, I have my trusty new head strap from GoPro, which I'm super excited about. I can bring you guys a more POV version of my videos as well as some ride-alongs now in the cars. But anyway, so let's get to the tires. So with our Cosmis wheels, we're going to be running Advan Sports V105s. These are from Yokohama. And if you guys can see that, we went with a 225/40, obviously on an 18-inch rim. I spent a lot of time debating on, if I was going to run a 215 or even a 205 on 8.5, but I'm really not too big on stretching tires that much. And, this is going to give me a good stance for what I want, and plus a great sidewall. Some of the roads here aren't the best, but yeah, this will be my second set of Yokohamas. I believe I had them on my first car, my Nissan, way back in the day, and yeah, they were good. This is a 240 treadwear, which makes it an extremely soft tire for the street, or I guess it's more performance based, but for how much we're going to be driving it, I don't think we'll be wearing these down anytime soon. But anyways, now that we know what tires we're running, let's see the rims. Okay, so we have our wheels here now. So this box has been opened. This was done at the place I bought them from, mostly just to check to make sure that, it came with valve stems and center caps and whatnot. I have not seen the wheels at all, so this will be the first time, and although it is nice outside, I have someone cutting the grass out there. That's okay. I'm going to try to open these up inside under the nice lights to see what they look like. But anyway, so let's just go over the specs and what you can expect and what the numbers mean. So let's get to it here. So these are obviously from Cosmis, and here's our specs. So we're running an MR2, or I think it's an MRI, double I, however Cosmis wants to pronounce it, but 18 by 8.5. We're running a 5-bolt 114.3, pretty popular pattern. Our offset plus 22, fairly aggressive, nothing out of this world. And then our center bore 73.1, and the color Hyper Bronze. So before you open your wheels up, this is a good time to go over all the boxes, make sure obviously there's no damage. We all know this was from the place I bought it from just when we opened it up. But yeah, go over every box you have, make sure all these match up. That way you know the wheel that's in there. The wheel should tell you also the specs are on it. But yeah, so anyways, just a couple small things. So your center bore 73.1, that's obviously the space in the center of the wheel, which is going to be mounted on your hub of your car. So for example, most aftermarket rims will come with a 73.1 hub bore, whereas the FC here has a 59.5 hub bore. So with a bigger center bore on the wheels, you're going to have a bit of a gap on the FC in this case. A lot of other cars such as Toyota, Hyundai, some Hondas, even other Mazdas use a 67.1. The Camaro out there, I'm not sure how big that one is, but just make sure that when you do buy the rims that you are going to have to probably go and buy some Hubcentric rings. So what I did was pick these up. These are from JRP, Johnson Research Performance. They're a local shop here in the Mississauga area. And yeah, these are just aluminum rings. so you can kind of take a look at them. Obviously we have our set of 4. Anyways, they make these in plastic also. Some of the things that you can do is put some lithium grease on them, so that when you put them in the center of the wheel, it prevents any squeaking, mostly with the plastic ones. But yeah, so what I found was a pretty hard thing to find is a 59.5 Hubcentric ring. I think eBay was the only way that I could get them, and with what's going on right now, it's a little tough to do that. I don't even think they even have them anymore. So these are technically, I think there is, or these are 59.9 or 60 on the dot. So we're just barely a millimeter off. So this should be okay. I hope they're going to be okay. But anyway, so yeah, these are the Hubcentric rings. What you're going to want to do is the center of the wheel, you're going to want to place it in the center. Make sure it's nice and tight. That way it takes care of that gap between the center bore of the wheel and the center bore of your hub. So just kind of some food for thought for you guys on that one. Okay, so once again, you're going to get your box. Now, you're obviously going to have to cut this tape that's going to seal it. Just be careful, you know what I mean, the sides isn't too bad, but you don't want to go too deep in the center. You don't want to scratch the face of your brand new wheel. Anyways, on that note, let's open it up and see what we got. Okay, so as we can see from here, from Cosmis, the wheel is actually pretty well packaged. Now, I was told that this bag is actually wrapped around the entire wheel. At the shop, they just took it off, you know, and put it in there just to kind of keep it protected also. But yeah, you know what I mean, it's nice. You have your kind of pads here on the side just to kind of keep the wheel from shifting around during shipment. Anyways, put this down on the ground here. So again, from Cosmis, you're going to have this nice net over top. This is just to, again, protect the wheel, the face of it during shipment. It also gives it a nice look and a little bit of character. That's nice at Cosmis that they'll do that. So here we go. Let's take a good look at them. And there they are. Oh man, these are actually beautiful. Wow, man. Unreal color. I think this is going to look stunning on a white FC. Okay, so let's take a more in-depth look here. So the first thing you want to notice is the color. Obviously, it looks amazing in this light. The outside, the face of the spokes have a more glossy mirror finish, which I think is going to look absolutely outstanding in the sun and with the proper coating on. If you look more into the barrel of the rim as well as the inside of the spokes, there's more of like a bronze gold flake to it. So I think that's a nice touch. Kind of a bit of a two-tone, but not nearly as noticeable. Also for Cosmis, you're going to have this stamped in. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but Mugo Racing Modern Perfect Revolution. That must be a Cosmis thing. Could be anything else. If I'm wrong on that, please comment on it below. Anyways, sorry guys, we just have a fly there. Anyways, we're going to have Cosmis Racing is going to be stamped into the barrel, as well as the model of the rim, so the MR2s. And then if you look all the way to the other side, you're going to see your 18 by 8.5, which is your sizing. So that's a good time to make sure that it corresponds with the box that it came with. Now, if we're going to look at the weight, this 18-inch rim, it's pretty good. It's not too light, but definitely not too heavy. You know what I mean, as far as 18-inch rims goes, definitely a lot heavier ones out there and definitely a lot lighter ones out there. But yeah, the rim, the weight on it is just perfect, what I think, for the road. Anyways, taking a look at the barrel. So from Cosmis, They have this nice design to make added strength. Looking around again, good opportunity to make sure there's no bends, no cracks in it, no imperfections. As we go around, look on the inside of the barrel. At the same time, you'll see we have our sticker here from Cosmis. So stamped, also has our sizing, our +22 offset, and our bowl pattern, 5 by 114.3. So everything on this wheel that is stamped is corresponding to the box. Now, as I mentioned before, with the Hubcentric rings, you take a look. What you want to do, this is a 73.1 according to our box. These are 73 on the outer diameter and a 60 on the inside, so they should mount to the FC RX-7 no problem. So pretty simple, perfect. Already in there, no problem. Should be a direct fit. Also, it's a good time. You know, I don't want to take this out of the package just yet. I'm going to wait till the last minute, but I mean, if you want to gauge on what it might look like when it's fully done. Beautiful center cap. Nothing wrong with it at all. I think Cosmis has 2 other kinds, or maybe 1 other alternate design that you can use, but this is perfect. So what we'll do is we'll see if we can get this thing mounted and do a quick review on it. So we have a bit of a dry fit here. So I apologize that the space is a little tight right now. It's just really hot outside right now, and I mean, I don't feel like getting heat stroke at the moment. Anyways, look at that, eh? Dude, these are gonna look unreal, I think, when they're all said and done. So this is just on the rear for now. Yeah, this is without the spacer also. So we have a little bit of poke on it, and without the Hubcentric ring, because I haven't got them yet, the wheel is not sitting fully centered. These are obviously the purple lugs. They're just hand tight right now, just to kind of give a bit of a look on them. As far as the back goes, we're clear all the way around. I was a little worried about the heat shield from the exhaust here, but we still have tons of room. And as far as the coilover goes, when I put them on, you know what I mean, I'll do another dry fit again. I don't think it's gonna be much of an issue. I think it'll clear pretty good. There's about, you know what I mean, 1.5 inches of clearance at the moment. And then obviously when the suspension is under load, we'll have to see how it turns out. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty excited about them. I think they're gonna look pretty cool, a little different, with those spokes that kind of kick out a bit. I mean, I think hopefully with the right tire, it'll have a great stance to it, and that's what I want. I don't want anything too crazy, just you know, nice and low, good stance to it, no crazy camber, but enough to make it work. And then we're probably gonna have to get these fenders rolled, which wasn't really my plan in the beginning, but you know, I mean, for the FC, they're pretty thin. Other than that, yeah. Thank you again for watching another video. If you have any questions on the rims at all, feel free to comment below. And then once I get the tires on, once the coilovers are on, once the fitment is all set up, I'm going to do a full overview of them, and that way you guys can kind of see them in a better environment. I figure this would be a little bit of a teaser type of shot. So, all right, guys, take care.